Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto market. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Big day today, and we're going to talk about the crypto market rally on the back of a ton of favorable macro conditions. We're going to talk about the surge in the base AI and meme coin sector after we got some big news out of Coinbase and virtuals. And finally, we're going to talk about the CryptoPunk acquisition rumors, first broken by Whale.swoosh. Is he onto something or is he smoking something? We'll have to see. Kicks, easy. How you guys doing today? It's Wednesday. I'm pumped. I'm pumped for the show. Kicks, how you feeling?
GM, man. It's just great out there, dude. I mean, we had a little turbulence. You know, had a little turbulence. Dude, Bitcoin's about to go back over 100K, dude. It's just, dude, 3 days ago, people were like, depressed as fuck, man. It's just wild. This has been, I think, the weirdest cycle ever for people. I think a lot of people actually have serious mental health issues just by being in this cycle, participating in it. But I'm loving it, man. You gotta have some fun, dude. Majors rallying back. ETH will just keep ranging between 3,000 and 3,600 till the end of time. But the other things will do things. Bitcoin probably goes to 200K. Big rally in the AI sector. Love to see that. Yeah, man, great day to be alive.
Ellie.jpg is echoing my sentiments exactly. Love the pump, but I'm mad I was slow and didn't deploy enough. I was talking on the show during the blood on Monday, and I was like, okay, well, this looks very interesting. Markets are down ahead of CPI and PPI. I really want to buy a lot of these AI tokens on like 60 to 70% dips. And I was like, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for it to hit that 768. And it just never did. And it giga candled on most of the coins I was looking at. So I missed the entry there. I'm definitely still deployed in AI, but I really wanted to put some additional capital in. And I missed the boat there from being a little bit too patient in that scenario.
It's all good because I think like you would rather miss that than for that not to happen. Right? Like, if there was no bounce back rally and everything just kept bleeding out, right? It's like, that's not good. That's worse. You know what I mean? So even if you missed catching some of the bids up, it's market validating. It just means cool. Like the general thesis on AI in crypto is still very much intact, right? The thesis that we could have a bullish 2025 for crypto in general is very much intact. And Ray, there's a bunch of people out there that don't even know what AI and crypto is. They just longed our XRP and they're up 6x. So, I mean, there's lots of different ways to make money in this space.
Did you see any of the Raw Paul thread guy interview?
I did. A lot of clippable moments. That dude knows how to vape, man. That dude can blow some smoke.
Who, Raw Paul or thread guy?
Raw Paul. I don't know if someone edited the screenshot, but it's like the biggest. It's like a 22-year-old skateboarder vape club. It was insane.
I was listening in the background. I didn't see it, so that's pretty wild.
Yeah. But yeah, he was getting pilled on GOAT, AI in general. I mean, he's a very smart guy. He's a very wealthy guy. And here's the thing for him. He doesn't need to hit every single narrative. It doesn't really matter for him. He's like at a different level of the game.
It's a different tax bracket, bro.
Yeah. He's like a Kobe. Kobe doesn't need to hit another trade in his life. He's fine. They can just long majors. If they're playing in alts, it's for love of the game.
So the guy is like, where are you at? Like, are you at a bar? And he's like, oh no, this is my house. It's like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The game this guy's playing.
That house is insane, bro. Look at this.
His net worth is $340 million.
Look at that fucking house, dude. He has a full bar, a pool table, and a lounge in his crib.
In his fucking crib. Hardwood floor? That hardwood floor. That shit ain't cheap right there.
That's fine mahogany.
There's a bear. Yeah. Like, literally just killed a bear. There's a bear on the floor over there in the corner. Like, there's some wild stuff here. If you're just listening, Raul Paul was on with Thread Guy and like gave this interview from this, like, it looks like he's in like a bar or lounge and it's his house.
Dude said, is that a bar?
AI16Z just God candled. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, listen, we saw the same thing, big dog.
That's what I did. If you want to hear the stars align, it's like it's late. Fuck, I don't even know what day it is. It was either late Sunday night or late Monday night. And I'm looking at some of these prices. I'm like, dude, like 3 days ago, AI16Z was looking like it wanted 3 billion. And like now I can get it for 1 billion. I'm like, this seems really fucking juicy. And I was like, you know what? Every time I think it's juicy and I try to knife catch, it goes down a little bit more. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait to the morning, and I wake up and it's 10% lower. I'm like, boom, cool. I'm aping in. And then like 30 minutes later, Easy is on his 8 a.m. show, and he's like, I'm longing this. It looks like fucking juicy. This looks fucking juicy. I'm like, okay, good. We're riding together.
We like Pico bottomed it. Like I saw it at literally 980. And I was like, this feels bottomed. Like
This
you're at
feels bottomed.
previous support, holding strong on it. It looks good. This chart is actually like crazy good if you look at this. It just broke downtrend too here on this. Like this is a good chart.
Ray,
Two
the
failed
Twitter
breakouts.
Space is muted, I believe.
Fucking rookie.
I think it's been muted for like 5 minutes.
Actually,
Here we go.
something here.
Mic check. No, they still can't hear it. So
No,
we
they can't hear
are.
it. Oh, you can hear it. They can hear it now.
Fucking rookie.
Okay. Yep. We're good. Good. All right. Awesome. All right. We're back. Let's go.
Wait, I'm
Anyways,
hearing-
we're talking
I'm
AI
hearing
16
this now. Hold on.
Yeah, we're talking AI16Z, dude. We're talking AI in general. My Ardo, like I just looked in my cookie bag, looking like a tasty. What's the Costco family called? A double chocolate crunch.
A double chunk chocolate cookie.
A double chocolate cookie. My
So what'd you
Ardo's
get
on
Boom. That's 4.
What'd you get in at
big
AI
booms.
16Z at?
literally 98 cents, dog.
Yeah, like we Pico bottom bought this. I have the post on Twitter of me bottom buying the shit out of this. Like I'm finding it right now because of that. Damn, I've been tweeting a lot of fucking charts. My God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
16Z is a rug. Shaw's in love with Eliza, and
it's getting real weird.
No one wants to buy your goat. Thread guy, you're
We're
down,
down 6 figures and you can't grow a beard. It's all vaporware.
I say I
don't care.
The tech
is all garbage. It's not fair.
If you tell me to
Tell
buy
me to
this
buy
thing
this
one more damn time, man, seriously. Stop
shilling
Shilling
me
me
your
your
AI
AI coins to 0, bro.
Stupid name.
500 mil for a chat. Wait, 780 mil now.
Woo!
I'm just saying, I
Clemente.
gave you the bar of the century on that.
That was good.
Clemente, thank you for that. Well, he's finding that.
Look at this chart, brother. Look at this chart. 96 cents. Pico bottom sniper on this.
I think it's still good here. I think it's a 5 billion coin.
These are my upside targets. I've already like hit a couple stop losses, 20% here, 20% here, and then I'll sell the rest of the bag at 2. So we take it.
Love it.
We take it. That looks
did.
good. Graphane looks good. Virtuals was also spot on, down at $2.40. Oh
Yeah.
man, it feels good to just bottom tick the shit out of this.
These things look like bull market pullbacks. And then when you
Exactly,
get
bro.
everybody like shitting on AI saying it's a trend, like there were so many signals. All the signals, all the boxes were checked.
I don't care about your AI coins.
That's gonna be like the anthem of these AI coins pumping, which is really funny.
Oh yeah.
It's the classic Clemente inverse effect. We've got a lot to talk about today on today's show. And today's show is brought to you in partnership with one of our favorite partners. It's Pizza Pets. Pizza Pets.
Pets.
Number one
The number one collectible in your pocket.
So for anyone
DMT.
following home, I killed another pizza pet. Overnight. I'm just gonna DMT this guy. Fuck it. We're DMT.
Yes.
We're doing it. We're going
Yes.
DMT.
Does he become immortal if you hit this?
No, I realized I'm still one evolution away. So this is a 50-50 shot to get to the final stage before immortal.
This is big, Ray.
We're gonna
This is
DMT.
big, Ray.
So maybe by Friday's show we'll know. We'll see when this transaction goes through, but I'm just kidding. It should be good by the end of the show. We'll see how he does. If he doesn't make it, we'll pay our last respects here to our little guy. Hey, yeah, little green guy, you've been a great pet. I've been taking care of you for a while. Here's some DMT. Enjoy it. Enjoy your final moments, or enjoy the new awakening, essentially. These bets up big on the day, though. We're up to 0.0023.
Let's go.
About $240 for a pizza pet, leading most ordinals collections up 30% on the day. This collection is down to 16K from an initial 54,000. Let's take a look over at the breakdown on stages of evolution. So babies, no evolution at all. There's still 1,700 of them. You can basically pause your evolution with some of the drugs. So there's some babies just hanging out right now. Looking at the next stage, which is which is child. There's 500 of these. This is a quick stage. And then teen is which mine is. There's 7,000 of these out in the wild. Adult, I will turn into an adult if that DMT is successful. There's about 5,000 of them. And there are 631 immortals right now. And they're at a 0.007 floor. I might be buying a couple of these immortals today. This seems like an interesting play to me.
What's the floor?
007 Bitcoin.
How many are you going to buy?
I don't know. I might get 3. Might buy 3.
What the fuck?
Might buy 3. These guys are pretty cool. We'll play a little bit of their music. Take a look at the inscription. All this on chain, which is awesome. Just chilling. He's got some stats. Fluffy puff type. He's weak to red pineapple. That doesn't matter since he's immortal. Yeah, all the rules of the game in here. Let you know how to feed them, what all the drugs do. We love pizza pets. Having a ton of fun playing this game. Hopefully, this guy survives and makes it to the next stage. We'll check back later in the show. But we've got a jam-packed show today. Lots to cover here. Kix, why don't you take it away with the weather report, and then we'll move on from here.
All right, we're doing a little different today. Just go with it, okay?
Yep.
Share my screen.
Share your screen. Okay. All right, we got it.
Sometime can you feel
Oh,
the pressure do
fucking God,
sometime
Wednesday. The majors are up on the day. Bitcoin crossing 99K, Ethereum over 3,300. Solana about to get over 200. The leading top 100 coin, AI16Z, up 17% on the day to a
Can't hear a goddamn thing.
$1 billion market cap.
It kicks. It doesn't
Look
work.
it on YouTube.
I appreciate it. It doesn't work.
I muted the song.
Keep going, Kix.
Kicks can
Keep
still
going.
hear it.
Kicks, keep going.
CryptoPunks soared across 130K as rumors swirl about an acquisition. Wale.swoosh broke the news, quoting sources close to the matter and providing additional details that it is not a Web2 brand or existing NFT company, and the goal would be able to leave the IP untouched. Don't touch my IP. Next up, it was a big day for Base tokens. Coinbase added the Base meme coin Toshi to their asset listing roadmap, and Virtuals announced a little token buyback program with funds they generated with platform fees. Virtuals is up 15% today, back above a couple billy. Finally, Franklin Templeton released an AI X crypto white paper highlighting the history and leading tokens in the ecosystem. It went through the history of the Go token as well as the recent rise of AI agents, including AIXBT, Zero Bro, and Ava.
Kicks.
We don't hear the song anymore.
Kix is dancing to the music right now that we can't hear and only he can hear. Excellent weather report, as always, Kix. I suppose we can tell that you're having a lot of fun there. We've got a lot to talk about today. We have the crypto market pumping right now. We've got Bitcoin back over 99K. We had a ton of bullish news. We talked about the CPI print. That came in cool. So we came in even on CPI, and we came in slightly below core CPI estimates. And we saw that China is potentially pumping liquidity into the market. So the central bank pumped a large amount of short-term cash into its financial system, dialing up liquidity support amid a cash squeeze. Is this why we're seeing all these risk-on assets rise right now? Is this what's going on? CPI coming down below estimates, China pumping money in. What's going on here, Kix? What's going on here, Izzy? How you guys feeling right now?
Feel
Ray, I'm
good,
sorry.
dude. Donald Trump's in office in 5 days.
What does this mean, Ray? Can you explain that? So China's central bank pumped a large amount of cash. What does this mean? They're trying to pump the markets a little bit.
China's like 30-year yields are lower than the U.S. They got to pump cash in. They gotta suppress the yuan so that their export business stays healthy, which means liquidity cascading into other markets.
Got it. Okay, cool.
It's just
That makes
good.
sense.
It's
So
good.
I've been Ray, well, and Pio. I've been having a hard time sleeping at night. My New Year's resolution was to use my phone less in bed. So I've been reading Broken Money by Lynn
nice.
Alden, and that book talks a lot about it's been educating me a lot on the foreign relations in terms of money, the dollar, and how it's been tied to a bunch of different things, the petrodollar, and then how the U.S. has basically just been draining their gold reserves since we got off the
Gold standard 1971, Nixon.
So, yeah, long story short, it's been very educational, and seeing stuff like this, I'm like, damn, I need to buy more Bitcoin. So if you haven't read Broken Money, highly recommend. A little bit of a snoozer. I've last about 15 to 20 pages, and then I'm like, boom, out like a light, but I can sleep at night now.
That's the most ridiculous
Good.
comment I've ever heard. That's out of control. Real quick, we got there's like 2 or 3 people, 2 animals in the asylum that are like, boo, Pio's gonna talk about MicroStrategy. I don't like that. I want to talk about vaporware. Blah, 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 blah. All I gotta say is buy the fucking stock and just relax. Like literally buy the fucking stock, buy something that has real value and chill the fuck out. But we're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, look. Well, to answer your question, Ray, even though you didn't direct it at me, what's happening is Donald Trump's about to be inaugurated, and the Bitcoin / crypto community is expecting a lot of day one action from him. I think the baseline expectation is a Ross pardon right now on day one, a baseline expectation, and then a reach expectation would be some sort of announcement. It's almost like we're talking about a crypto project here, but some sort of announcement regarding a strategic Bitcoin reserve of sorts. If you follow Dennis Porter on Twitter, he's been reporting on this. He's pretty bullish on a strategic Bitcoin reserve of sorts, at a minimum on a state-by-state basis. So you're talking about the start of, the United States actually accruing Bitcoin, accumulating Bitcoin. It's pretty exciting stuff. And combine that with the fact that Gary Gensler is going to be out as SEC chair. Combine that with David Sachs being involved in Trump's cabinet or whatever. I actually am not like totally sure of his position, but I know he's like the crypto guy, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of really juicy stuff that's happening right now. People talk about like the CPI print and all this stuff, and I get it. If you want to be like, I mean, I get it and I don't get it. Here's the bottom line. They're going to print money for the next 4 years, just like they have been. The money printer acceleration has been insane over the past, call it 6 years. This LA fire situation is really intense. And unfortunately, like there's no insurance company that has the amount of money that it's going to take to rebuild that. There's going to be some sort of, a stimulus that leads to, plus you saw what Biden just did with giving more money to Ukraine. The dollar is being debased, period. It's not going to stop being debased. And you have a president that David Bailey was saying has an enormous amount of Bitcoin. David, what do you want? What do you think is going to happen?
Bitcoin's so you get less poor. Like you may not actually be getting richer. It's everyone else is getting poorer, which makes you richer.
Yeah, I agree with you. So real quick, there's a lot of real estate boys. I don't think anybody here is a real estate boy, but there's a lot of real estate.
Buying real estate sucks ass.
I'm a real estate man.
So Ray and Kix own their homes. That's awesome. But I still don't consider you guys real estate boys. Like Kix doesn't wake up in the morning and say like, I want to buy a multifamily. And like, is it like, that's not like
an 8-unit apartment building in Bisbee, North Dakota looks underpriced right now.
I got some buddies in real estate. They're crushing.
I got a bunch of friends that do that shit. They print, but it's like, dude, I hear absolute horror stories about a lot of that shit.
I'm not here to trash real estate, right? And one of my high school friends is a real estate boy. It's why I bring it up, right? But the thing is real estate's a good example of something. It's not supposed to appreciate the way that it has. Like, I have a friend that bought a house in like 2018. It went up almost a full 2x in value. So he bought it like 500 grand. He sold it for like 925 grand. And then he bought a new house for like 1.1 million. And he was like, I didn't think that I'd ever be able to do something like that. But it's just because he bought the house early enough and it appreciated. Another friend bought a Cape house in 2020. That thing's appreciated like crazy. Did like a cash out refi. It's not supposed to appreciate that much. It's not supposed to have that aggressive level of appreciation. What that is the currency debasement and people having to plow money into assets and not knowing where else to put it. So they're like, fuck it, I'll buy this hard asset of real estate. But that's not how things happened historically. Real estate is supposed to appreciate, obviously. It's a hard asset. Everybody needs it. It's supposed to appreciate, but it's not supposed to have like these insane runs the way that it has. So then nobody can afford to buy a house and, all these different factors. It's going up by, 2 or 3x, that's not how it's supposed to go. So Bitcoin to me, and all you crypto people, obviously crypto will go with Bitcoin in different ways. That's going to be an area that in my mind replaces like this crazy appreciation of real estate. I don't think real estate continues to appreciate at the same clip. I think it's still good to own real estate. I think it still appreciates, but it's not supposed to appreciate the way that it has. That's just currency debasement manifested in real estate.
Well, that's Bitcoin too, but yeah.
Right, but Bitcoin's built, it was designed for that. Real estate's designed for you to live in it.
Still going to go up. Same amount as Bitcoin.
I know it is.
Switching gears a bit and tying a little bit into one of the hardest assets in crypto, to be honest.
Hey, Anna.
Coming out. We've got a rumor coming out from Whale Swoosh about the acquisition of CryptoPunks. Yuga potentially might be in the process of selling CryptoPunks IP. They bought the IP back in March of 2022, and more than 400 CryptoPunks NFTs at the time from the old owner, Larva Labs, initial creator. He said it's not a Web2 brand and it's not another existing NFT company. And the goal is to protect the IP. We saw a run on Punks yesterday. They ran from about a 36 ETH floor all the way up to 40 ETH right now, hovering around the $130,000 US mark for a Punk. Clemente, you're tied into NFTs. I don't know how tied in you are to CryptoPunks. Would this be an interesting sale in your eyes? And like, what kind of effect do you think it could have on like the NFT market overall?
Well, in general, they're up like 20% in the last 24 hours. Now I remember Easy was scanning some at like 36 ETH was the floor. Now they're 42 ETH. As far as CryptoPunks go, I remember when Nick sold his, I was talking to him about it yesterday, and he's actually not down, but his CryptoPunk when he sold it is worth more than when he sold it for.
In US dollar terms, he always talks about US dollar terms. What about the ETH terms? Because that's all that matters when it comes to NFTs.
I mean, ETH terms.
I forgot what ETH he sold it for.
I'll check, but
he
ETH hasn't gone up
ETH
that
terms
much.
When he sold it. He got smoked. Like he bought it for like 90 ETH and sold it for like 60. He got smoked in ETH terms, but I don't know what it's like in ETH terms now.
Yeah, I'll check. But in general, like, I mean, with NFTs, I wasn't expecting for them to go up the amount that they have this early on. I was expecting like mid this year to start seeing like a run on NFTs, and the Pengu launch went so well that NFTs in general has kind of have pumped. Although I don't know how Yuga selling the NFT like CryptoPunks, anyone else, why that's bullish. Unless it goes
matter.
Like, Yuga hasn't.
It's just like a rumor, buy the rumor, sell the news event, I would assume. And, I don't know, like, because I don't think anybody really cares who the owner is. If the owner's not going to do anything, then why does it matter? Like I saw Punk's OTC said something interesting. He was like, Bored Ape Yacht Club has 420 real assets, meaning the CryptoPunks, and one fake asset, which is the CryptoPunks brand. And he's like, and everyone's caring about them selling the fake asset and not appreciating the real asset.
420?
They own 420 CryptoPunks. They got that in the CryptoPunk acquisition.
Part of the vault, the team supply.
Interesting. I agree with that comment because what does owning the brand have to do with anything? In crypto, all people care about is the token itself.
I also don't understand the selling of it because they gave IP rights to the holders and now they're selling the IP. So like there's some confusion on that front for me where I'm like, what exactly does that mean? Like if they're selling the IP, does each CryptoPunk holder get some level of equity? Like do they get cash? I doubt it. But like, I don't know. Seed Phrase also made a cryptic comment about it in which he responded with like an eye emoji to one of the tweets. There was speculation yesterday that it was Wizard of Soho and Seed Phrase buying this. So like, yeah, there's a lot of speculation on the market right now.
Also some fun being had too.
If you're saying, I'm sorry, hold on. If you're saying Wizard of Soho buying CryptoPunks is bullish. What are you smoking?
Wait,
This is nothing against the guy. I think he's a good trader, but what are we? And how can he afford CryptoPunks? How much money does this guy have?
Well, I do wonder the value of the fake asset, as Punks OTC pointed. Like, what is the value of the fake asset? Right? Like, literally, what is the value? Because like with this NFT stuff, most of the revenue just comes from like secondary volume and stuff.
Yeah, it's
like
probably
that.
zero PO. So if you can sell something that's worth zero that you bought for 69 million and you can sell it for more than zero, it's probably a good sell.
I went to Wizard of Soho's page to figure out a tweet about it, and the first results Clemente on his boat.
Oh my god, that's the best screen cap I've ever seen, dude.
He's a
Now we
Clemente.
know why Clemente was so grumpy about Wizard of Soho acquiring CryptoPunks.
I did that same move at Burning Man, and I can tell you there was back damage there that won't be fully realized until his early 30s.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at just like floor, I don't think they acquired only floor CryptoPunks. 420 times $130,000 is like $55 million worth of CryptoPunks at the floor valuation. It's probably
Okay, yeah. So basically, they only paid like a 14 million premium for the brand itself. So
that's interesting to see.
Well, it'll be look. All the NFT stuff is going to be fascinating to see because there will be eventually some sort of brand value. Obviously, Pudgy Penguins, I'd say, leading the way. We'll see how it plays out with Doodles, but it's still about the crypto tokens as it stands right now. So, like buying, selling the brand, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what the value of those things are. I'm not going to buy CryptoPunks, right? That's not going to happen right now. So, yeah.
Is there a world where it's potentially bullish for other ape ecosystem NFT collections if they get the CryptoPunks like monkey off their back? I mean, one less thing to worry about. Like they take heat for that. Like, hey, you're doing nothing. You're not doing enough nothing. Does that let them like kind of focus on the other collections in that scenario?
no, but they're doing a good job with Ape Chain. So I think that's what matters more.
Yeah. So I did do some Top Trader yesterday on the show, and I was too embarrassed to bring up. I got liquidated mid show yesterday.
That's
Didn't wanna
fine.
Bring it up. Yeah,
That's leverage, baby.
That is leverage. That is leverage indeed. Moving on to the next topic, let's talk a little bit about Base. So a lot of stuff happened in Base yesterday that was super interesting. It was led off by Coinbase announcing they're listing the meme coin Toshi. So Toshi is arguably like maybe not even the leading meme coin on Base, but the fact that they're willing to list Base tokens and listing a token that was initially, let me bring up the chart here, was initially at, I think, 60 million market cap when they announced this. Toshi is named after Brian Armstrong's cat. It sent this from a market cap of 51 million all the way up to 122 million. It peaked over 240 million on the news. So as a result of this, we saw other meme coins on Base run as well. We saw KeyCat, we saw Miggles, Dickbutt obviously it didn't run, which was kind of odd. Higher, another smaller cap meme coin, all run 30 to 40%. I guess on the assumption that, or like the hope that more meme coins on Base get listed or get preference from Coinbase. I know.
Wait, why is it rare that you're like Dickbutt didn't run, which is very rare. I mean, that was
well, I mean, like I feel like I guess the fact that Dickbutt ran previously, like earlier in the year, had an explosive like pump.
Yeah, it's just consolidating there.
I guess that makes a little bit more sense, but I just feel like it would be a boon to all Base meme coins to see them kind of like to see that news coming out of Toshi. Kicks or easy? I know you guys both hold Miggles. Has to be extremely bullish for you. Would you be holding Miggles through a potential listing, or are you looking to potentially cut here now that we had a decent sized pump?
Dude, I feel like you gotta hold it for the listing. Like I feel like you have to. Like that's what I look at. I'm like, this thing's going to get listed. Why would I not want to hold this into listings? Especially when the listing announcement comes out, you sell the listing pump. Because you don't know if you're gonna get continued upward volume on it, but I would sell the listing pump on it. But I think Miggles is going to do the thing eventually. That's just me personally. That chart looks great. Descending wedge after the previous breakout looks good. Send it.
I sold mine at the Pico top and rotated into AI coins and never looked back.
That was a play that's going to make a ton of money this cycle. That's a great one there, Kicks. Second play out of Base, we saw Virtuals Virtual's protocol, the AI agent launchpad, they announced that they would be using Virtual to buy back tokens. So essentially, they've been earning fees on all of their purchases, like all the transactions that happen on Virtuals pre-migration. And with those fees, they're now buying back the assets, like the Virtual's AI agent assets in like percentage of like how much revenue they earn from each asset.
Yeah.
So I was taking a look at, someone shared a Dune dashboard. It might have been Virtuals themselves, basically showing how much of each asset, like how much revenue it generated. This is a bad view. Sorry, apologies here. But like looking at the top agents, these are some that I'm like taking a look at. Game and Convo were two of their original like AI agent infrastructure plays. AI XBT obviously up there. Sequoia, Vader, Saint, and then some others I like haven't heard of. So like at some time like in the next few days, I want to look at like this list and see like what could potentially be earning these, like getting these buybacks over time, and could potentially pump price. But this announcement, what it did was essentially launched like all the AI agents on base. Like everything is up like 20 to 100% on the day.
Yeah, and it's a smart move too, because they have this quote unquote revenue in Virtuals, but they only can realize that revenue by selling Virtuals, right? Which is like not a great look, right? Especially from like their like team revenue wallet. And you can't do a buy and burn on Virtuals itself with Virtuals, right? Like you can't do that. You would need ETH to buy and burn the Virtuals, right? So this is pretty ingenious to me, because it's a way for them to increase the value of their ecosystem, their entire ecosystem, by essentially using the Virtuals to buy into all of the AI agent pairs and then burn the AI agent token. So they're still executing a buy and burn, but it's not directly into Virtuals. It's into all of the AI agents.
How does that solve the problem?
What problem?
I think you might be on the wrong mic, Nick.
Yeah. So wait. So Kick. So they're not making any money from this, right? By
Depends on how you skin the cat. I'm sure they're making money on this. They're not making money by selling the Virtuals.
how would they make money by buying the AI agent tokens? And
How will they make money is the problem, basically. Like,
well, they could own the AI agent tokens. They could be selling those. They could also own a bunch of Virtuals in other wallets that they can sell.
So rather than ruin their own token, they ruin the ecosystem's value.
Doesn't look like it's ruining it. They're all pumping to the moon. It's just like
they're only buying it right now, but they're not.
Did you change your camera? You look good.
Okay,
it looks way clearer today. Like, you know those tap and load in 4K things? It looks like I could tap and load your face in 4K right now. It looks good. You look good.
Yeah, basically you can look at what they're doing nine different ways, but just like sum up what they're doing is they had a bunch of Virtuals sitting there that is in a wallet that if they were selling the Virtuals from that wallet, it would probably create bearish price action on the Virtuals coin. So it's sitting there not doing anything. And this is going to do something. They're basically going to be able to buy all of the other agent pairs, which is going to put that Virtuals money into those pairs, and then they're going to burn off the agent token. So I think it was a good move from like a marketing standpoint and getting some value out of the Virtuals token sitting in that wallet. So
now just to figure out when they're going to get liquidity, or maybe the best version of this is never to do that. Here's also another statement. This mic is not going to mute at all. Okay. So I just
Google fixed it for you?
No, I just looked at a thing that has mute lock, so there's no way that it can just auto mute.
There we go.
I don't know.
There we go.
It was pretty funny. Easy, you said that you might have a little interesting info.
Yes, this platform launched today called Indie.fun. Officially launched today. I just stumbled upon it. It was shared in another chat I'm in, and they were like, hey, this guy I know put $2,000 into one of these games, so it's like pump fund with working games. I just shared it in the chat. And this thing is like very interesting to me because right now there's only 6. They bought into this Squid Game thing. Obviously, it's called Quid. It's now a 1.3 mil market cap. So all of these things have working games on it. I say working very loosely because the games kind of look like shit. But the tokens are all flying. Like, I just bought into this Memeland Mayhem thing right after. I don't even look at the game. I'm up 2x in the last 20 minutes. But I just turned notifications on for the Twitter because they're tweeting out whenever they get a new game that launches for fundraising on it. So I look at this as like potentially something that's not a pump fund competitor, because these games have to be live and then they can raise additional SOL. It reminds me more of like a DAO's fund meets pump fund.
Yeah.
Where the games exist, aka the DAO would exist, and then can raise extra capital, which then you get coins for. So like this first one, Pow Pow Fun, is sitting at a $31 million market cap. And it shows you how many plays the games have, how many active players, a whole bunch of stuff on that front. So for me, I look at this and I'm like, this is a little bit more interesting than the pump fund, like just attach a social, etc. Because you have to have like a working game. They launched today.
That's cool.
So their main page has been saying that they launched today, launching January 15th, and it's finally live. I think this is something to just keep an eye on throughout the day, because games that launch on here probably end up doing relatively well as far as tokens and run-ups. So like I'm definitely diluting my opportunity on it by sharing it, but I'm more interested in something like this that's actually cool. We've seen a bunch of other stuff from like DeFi, DEFAI, so like decentralized finance AI. But yeah, AI-Fi. Yeah, DeFi. I like AI-Fi.
You have fun on Solana, Easy?
It's Solana. It's Solana. All Solana. So yeah, so the games have like wallet connect, so you log in through the wallet. I've like just been testing a couple of them and looking. The games all suck. Like the games are fucking terrible. But if one good game launches on here, this thing probably giga cents.
I just wanted to real quick address Tanuj Thakur that says he looks red. Bro, I have rosacea. Yo, that's
a disease.
But
that's a condition. Do you feel guilty about making fun of a man with rosacea? Because you should.
I had my friend cured the rosacea. If you go to like Rite Aid or CVS, go look for lice treatment cream, and flip it over and
put that in your butthole.
See if the active ingredient is ivermectin, and then just rub that ivermectin cream on your rosacea, and it'll heal it up if you have rosacea from overactive dust mites on your skin.
I have a solution. Okay,
cool.
I don't.
It looks like it's working. Wow. I got another. I didn't bring it up. I didn't think your face was wrong. Someone said it. You said it. I'm just making a joke. Ray, I got another alpha play too.
Oh shit.
If you want me to share it, there's no music, but I'll share my tab. You actually just pull it up. You're a better driver. So the ticker name is or just type in Phala, like a phallus, Phala, Phala.
This is the base one you were talking about before?
No, it's ETH. It's on ETH mainnet. Most of the liquidity is on centralized exchanges though. But basically with Tokido, we've been getting deep in the trenches on like how do agents live and operate autonomously on chain, right? And there's a lot of people solving for this. Freysia has been working on this. AI16Z has been working on it. But just to break it down, long story short, all of these things, all of these AI agents essentially have to run in Ts, which are trusted execution environments. It basically allows an agent to create a cryptocurrency wallet and have the key and have the AI agent be the only one that can access the key, right? And operate securely in this environment. So, for example, when Freysia launched, right, it was operating in a T. And there's various benefits from that other than just the cryptocurrency wallet. It's also a way for people to verify that the actions of the AI agent are coming from the AI agent, right? And not like it's not like someone wrapped something around the AI agent and is manipulating the AI agent's decision making. So Ts are essentially foundationally important to AI agents being able to live autonomously on chain, right? So there's various ways you can launch Ts. You can do it on AWS with their Nitro Enclave. Google has a solution as well, right? But people that are creating solutions for people to launch their own AI agents on chain, like we're doing on Tokido, you don't want to be self-hosting all of these AI agents on your AWS server for many different reasons, right? From a custodial perspective, from a like, what if that AI agent goes absolutely berserk from like a liability perspective, et cetera, et cetera. So we need a decentralized way to securely launch Ts. And that's what Phala does, is they have a decentralized cloud, essentially, where you can launch these Ts for AI agents. So it's kind of an under the radar AI infra play. A lot of people talk about AI infra from like a software perspective, right? From like a AI agent framework perspective. This is an AI infra play from a hardware perspective. So this got on our radar because we're talking with the team to be able to use this for Tokido agents to live fully on chain, and also for some open source stuff that will be contributing to the ELIZA framework. So we stumbled across this. They're already like integrated and supported by AI16Z. So
is this just like Docker?
Yeah. You exactly. You host a Docker image in the T.
And where's the T hosted? Aren't they just inevitably using AWS or something like that?
No, I think they're using like they're like whatever the fuck DPIN is. They're basically like using a decentralized cloud. They're going to share more details on how that all works, but I'm assuming the Phala token will play into that. So I think it's a good under the radar thing. They've also been around since like 2021. The token's almost fully diluted.
Yeah, looking at the roll up here. Or you go ahead.
Real quick. Yeah. Thank you for that. Real quick, Easy Eats. Could you just explain for us, just like give us sort of a summary of DPIN and sort of your synopsis on that ecosystem?
On DPIN?
Yeah, I'd like to sort of just get a good understanding of what that is and kind of what that technical infrastructure looks like and maybe how you're trading it.
I mean, it's just selling data. So it's like you think of Google Maps. Instead of Google Maps owning the data and driving around the cars, you're doing it. The probably easiest way to compare it is a product like Hive Mapper. So DPIN is the decentralized data, and that is a DPIN product, Hive Mapper, where you can put a like dash cam on your car. It maps the roads, and you in turn sell that back for their local cryptocurrency token.
Yeah, I don't know if DPIN's the right example of this. This is more like decentralized hardware.
Yeah, which is actually the correct. I think Kicks may be a little bit more accurate. Easy, you actually got it right with the description, I think, but maybe not with the definition. According to Google AI, DPIN stands for Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Network, which would point to what Kicks is saying. There's another decentralized sort of what I was thinking about pinning things is with the infrastructure that Filecoin created.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
There we go. Nick, do you still have your Solana phone? Because that's DPIN.
I do have it. It's at
that
my
is an example
apartment
of
in New
DPIN.
York.
The Helium network as well, if that's the cell phone provider you opted for, also DPIN. But yeah, no, I guess my Google AI response was not accurate. Damn, Filecoin cooking.
Oh, Filecoin. They said Filecoin wasn't a buy at $5. Yo, it's
541.
It said
Filecoin is one collab away from XRP. You know, one XRP collab away from going to $20.
I don't think they even need a collab like that. They're gonna
Look
hit.
at that chart. That's a chart.
They hit
baby.
over $150, dude. When this bull market takes off, I'm gonna be laughing at y'all with my Filecoin fortune. That like people are gonna be like, "How did you buy the floor, the penthouse floor of that massive condo building?" And I'm gonna say, Filecoin.
He's going to have a picture in that penthouse apartment with just a bunch of file cabinets and paper everywhere. And it'll be on the cover of Forbes. It'll just say how this Filecoin fortune was made. I'm excited for that. I'm ready for that.
Dude, Vader's almost 3x off of the lows 2 days ago. That's wild.
Vader is that guy, the guy that was like, that Gabriel Haynes made the funny video on where he's just like, it was a misclick.
Yeah, it's Darth.
Yeah. Maybe
That
not.
wasn't
This
it.
is Vader research.
No, that was a different person.
Oh, okay.
That was the guy who launched the token for.
That was Mira.
Yeah,
But he launched like 2 more tokens, didn't he?
He launched like 3 more, 4 more, 5 more.
Oh yeah, that Vader. No, not that Vader. No, this is Vader. Vader research. He was a.
That's Blader. That his account is Blader. BLADER.
Okay. This guy's like he used to be like kind of on-chain gaming-esque focused, pivoted very early in November to making like the BlackRock of AI agent investing. So, but yeah, that's a heck of a candle. Alt season in full swing.
yeah. I mean, this is just nuts.
I mean, Bitcoin is looking real nice right now. That's all I'm going to
Very
say.
strong.
We're getting some. We're looking for the breakout that we wanted. and it looks like we're on the verge of it. We got to see where the daily closes at. But this line here, the 98 and 98,914, which is a very accurate line, perfectly drawn, is the thing that you're looking for a close above. We got rejected last time right here, but you know, my head, shoulders, knees, and toes pattern did not play out, and it looks like we may have a break to the upside here. And the real question, Easy, is where are we headed? Yesterday you said 400,000 with haste. Can you do you stand by that?
Yep, 469,420 is actually the exact target.
Okay. Would you draw the line from the top of that wick, or do you draw it from the top of the candle?
I go top of the candle for trend lines. For Fibonacci, mozzarella, basil, fettuccinis, I go the wicks.
Okay, so that's the way you got it drawn.
Yeah,
I like it that way.
Like
Yeah,
that.
so
I'm a thick candle guy. I don't like to use the wicks. That could just be a slippage.
yeah, I'm a thick candle guy too. You know,
Yeah.
have you noticed how have you noticed how the Mev bots have like fucked up all of the meme coin charts on a lot of these apps?
A lot of charts are now removing the Mev candles.
That's smart.
Okay.
So they like if it's low liquidity or a single transaction that pings that, they remove the wick, which is
I
good
like that.
because like you look at a chart that has a $45 million peak and it's like trading at 60K. You're like, I can't even look at this fucking chart. This looks ridiculous. But no, yeah. I mean, I think Bitcoin looks really strong here.
Is it that bad? There's really only
very.
4 lines that you're focusing on. These 4.
I don't know. It's like there's just a lot going on. Like honestly, that top trend line and the bottom one, and then the trend is like that's the only that is all I care about. That's perfect.
Okay.
That's
there
perfect.
you go.
That's
I
perfect.
zoomed
You
in.
got
Now
a
you don't
nice-
need to worry about the other lines.
Yeah, this looks good. I mean, you have that descending wedge even with the lows there too on the bottom candles. So like a breakout above that, I'd be looking for. I just want to see like where your trend line is on this.
Real
like
quick,
over
I just-
103. Over 103, this is like sendy, very sendient.
Sendy, bendy.
What if
Yeah,
we end up
sentient.
with a nice little thing like this? Boom, 155.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, I would
155.
like that.
That's a good
Like
line.
155, ETH to 3,600, Solana to 300.
Yeah, Sol to 300, Bitcoin to 150, ETH 2250.
So we got inauguration coming up.
XRP $8, by the way. XRP's Nick, pull up the XRP chart. It is the most ridiculous chart I've ever seen.
Yeah, if
like
you've
this
ever met
person.
someone that is a XRP maxi, they're never going to sell. It could go to
No.
$1 trillion. They still won't sell it.
It is.
gonna
They're
the
more bullish
craziest
than
chart.
Bitcoin maxis. I'm not even
This
joking.
is
I know
the
that sounds
wildest chart
offensive.
like. You should be long XRP here into an XRP ETF. Put that on wax. XRP ETF before Solana ETF. Long XRP. Send it to $8.
Yeah,
Could flip ETH.
yeah, it's gonna flip ETH.
So
I'm
it'll flip
almost
ETH at
convinced.
$6.42. I did the math this morning. I used like a converter calculator. $6.42 it flips ETH.
Yeah, I think it will actually flip ETH.
It looks
I'm
like
not
it
even
goes to
joking.
$15.
Honestly, call me crazy. It probably could at that point. It won't flip Bitcoin. It needs to go to $33. That's like their new thing right now is it'll flip Bitcoin. So it'd have to go to $33, which obviously is not going to fucking happen. But I think it could flip ETH.
I
I
think it could
genuinely
flip ETH
think
too, and that's
it's
with
made
me
in
owning
America,
zero
right?
XRP.
Yes,
I
San
don't-
Francisco.
So
If
no
it's-
taxes on it.
XRP being made in America.
But it's
PayPal Mafia.
also it's
real
also
quick,
the tech stack for banks, for bank-to-bank infrastructure on the blockchain is like what globally is being used right now in South Korea and China.
we
Even
know.
Bank of America.
So real quick,
Are they
in the
doing it on that?
audience, just give me a comment if you genuinely own more than $5,000 of XRP. Don't lie, but if you
And-
actually do,
And also, real quick note, there's also Chainlink is actually one that has bank partnerships.
Yeah.
Chainlink's great, man.
So my issue with Chainlink though is there's a lot of competitors to it, so I worry about its upside. Like XRP is currently dominating the banking sector when it comes to like privatized banking and stuff like that. The Chainlink, yeah, like globally, they are the one that a lot of CBDCs are being built on top of. They have the approved framework for it. I went down like a deep XRP rabbit hole. I still have never bought any, and I probably fucking should have because this chart is absurd and they're actually being used. The thing with Chainlink though, as an oracle for pricing, you have a lot of competitors. So like I look at something like Pith, which is used significantly more on chain and by DeFi products because it's faster. That's where I'd be like, if Chainlink goes, Pith probably also runs.
I'm just gonna say I have inside information. That's all I'm gonna say.
On what? Chainlink?
Within the banking institutions within the U.S. I'm just letting you know.
I like that. I mean, the Chainlink chart looks good. Nice bullet.
I
Like
happen to have
it went from
very
10 to
high
30.
sources.
Okay. Well, Nick, have you seen what soon-to-be President-elect Donald Trump is buying right now?
ETH.
He's swapping his Bitcoin for ETH, buying a fuck ton of Aave, and buying Chainlink.
Donald Trump is
His wallet. I don't think Donald Trump is the one pressing the buttons. It's probably his boy Barron. But
Is
yeah,
it Trump
they're
or is
buying
it World Liberty Financial?
both. Both wallets are making the same moves right now. It's
Chainlink
Chainlink,
to 40 seems good.
Chainlink, Aave, and ETH. Swapping Trump's personal wallet is swapping Bitcoin for ETH.
Interesting.
What?
I don't know. I like my follow up a
Trump's
little bit more.
personal wallet.
The
me
one
find
that
it.
he shared, there was a tweet yesterday that showed about what he shared from his wallet, and it was swapping his Bitcoin for ETH. And then the World Liberty Financial in his wallet in
Sir,
early January.
Where did
were
he
buying-
share his wallet? Can you show me where he shared his wallet?
People
Hold on.
found it, I want to say, more so than him sharing it, or his team disclosed it when he had to disclose his finances. But his wallet's out there. Yeah. Arkham has it.
But he has a wallet that can contain both Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Not Bitcoin.
It's got
yeah.
all of his. It's basically known Donald Trump accounts are tracked on this. It's essentially what Arkham does. It aggregates like wallets for entities.
Okay, and so this one from Arkham Research
Yes.
is showing that what's his biggest holding here?
Biggest holding is ETH, 1.63 million. Well, I guess ETH
Trog.
is a little
So
three-
Trog, TROG, is Trump's
Some of
biggest
this was
holding?
no. Some of this
People are
was sent to him. Yeah, like that was sent to him. So like that value is obviously incorrect. But a lot of these tokens have been sent to him. The majors are what's important.
Where do we even see Bitcoin on here?
He sold it all
Yeah, I don't even see Bitcoin on
for
here.
ETH.
I know. Yeah, so I know that World Liberty Financial was selling Bitcoin and like redistributing assets, and they were buying like Aave and Ethereum
And Link.
and Chainlink. Yeah, so I don't know if someone like misreported that Trump was buying it too, or what. But these are basically Trump's ETH holdings. I don't see a Bitcoin wallet attached here. So,
But if World Liberty Financial is buying Chainlink and Aave, I'm long Chainlink and Aave.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's the
freest
simplest thesis.
signal of all time.
I'm long Chainlink and Aave. Both of them.
Are you actually?
I'm going to
Yeah,
be
watch this.
immediately, like imminently.
Watch this. I have it enabled on my
You like
computer.
have to be.
Hey, Anon, buy 10 ETH worth of Aave.
You're saying I have $4 million of Chainlink. I haven't bought it yet, but that's the energy that I have.
You should be long Chainlink and Aave. If they are swapping for it, you should be long both of those.
So
Yeah.
where's the best place to buy Aave?
You can swap on Uniswap.
It's EVM.
L1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can also just buy it on, like, I have it on Gemini. I have Aave. I already had Aave in my portfolio. I had $163 of Aave. I'm like, this is pretty big, dude.
Well, what you can do with Aave is you can leverage up more Aave or Link.
Yeah, you
Using
can do
Aave.
exactly what MicroStrategy is doing.
Yeah. You can buy like $100,000 worth of Link, deposit into Aave, loan out and get USDC, and then go buy some more Link and then deposit that and loan out against that and buy some more Link and just leverage up on chain.
Yeah, I've heard that works always well.
My pal just texted me who's listening. He said it's WBTC, not BTC.
Yeah, I said that 5 minutes ago.
wrap Bitcoin on ETH. That makes sense. Switching gears a bit, we're gonna thank the sponsor of our show, Pizza Pets.
Pizza Pets.
My pet. I can't even sing the jingle because I'm so depressed. We killed him. The DMT killed my Pizza Pet. So I am now completely out of original Pizza Pets. I'll be looking to grab one of those immortals later today, but I failed as a father. Hopefully my wife isn't watching and doubting my ability to parent, but we have 0 pizza pets left out of an initial 16. Whew. That's why this collection is so deflationary. It's up to 0.024 ETH on or 0.0024 Bitcoin on Magic Eden. Only 16 remain out of the initial 54,000 supply. Game is in full force.
54,000 was the initial supply?
Yeah.
Hey, Ray, little moment of silence.
Nice kicks. For the fallen pizza pets. So basically the deal is like if your pizza pet survives till the end, that thing's gonna be worth mad guap.
Billions.
That's the idea right now. The immortal pizza pets are trading at over 3x valuation of the floor. They can no longer die. You no longer need to feed or like protect them from attacks.
Which means they're now worth $50.
200.
Well, the floor is 200. Those ones are roughly
almost
$100 now.
Wow.
So for the immortals, they're quite significantly higher. Pizza Pets is the biggest mover on ordinals today, up 30% on the day. Had a ton of fun trying to keep these little guys alive. So I think I'm gonna move on to the stage where I just adopt one that's gonna be alive. I don't know if I can raise it, but I can adopt one that's fully grown, can take care of himself, feed himself, do all that sort of stuff. So I think that's where I'm moving with my Pizza Pets journey at this point. If you haven't jumped in, you can jump in at any time. You can trade Pizza Pets on all major exchanges, including Magic Eden. Jump in, feed your pets, feed them drugs, have some fun alongside all of us in this extremely deflationary game on the mother chain Bitcoin. Back to everyone else in the studio. What should we talk about next? Nick, what's been on your mind? What have you been wanting to see?
Probably tease.
I've been thinking about the Miami sort of dining situation here and like where to eat.
Go to Cuba, a little Cuba, get some Cuban.
In the market, I mean, honestly, not a whole lot. I haven't been trading a ton. I had migrated everything over to most of my Memecoin bag is all in YNE. Over
Love that.
almost over 50%. I'm like potentially overexposed.
Frank shilled YNE to Raw Paul as one of like the best use cases or examples of use cases of AI and crypto.
Where? When? On stream?
On Thread Guy's stream, yeah, yesterday.
It is. Like, hands down. It's had a little bit of it keeps hitting up against the $100 million market cap.
Someone just T-wopping out. Just let him T-wop out a little bit.
But
and,
it's poised for a breakout here, man.
It looks sexy.
I think this thing easily this should easily go to 250.
Easy.
Like easy.
I'm with you. Easy.
Like,
oh my god.
Because that's where Pippin was at.
Yeah.
The Pippin stream was not great. I like the guy, but it just wasn't a good stream. Because he was talking about how it's sort of like a side hustle of his. And I'm just like, yo, you're like using words that are literally the worst words to be using when you're talking. Yeah.
He's a little PR training. It's okay.
So I think that this, and he was at 225. Pippin was at 225. Take a look at that chart real quick, Ray. Whatever you're looking at here.
Good old Scotty. Scotty Pippin.
This one, see how this is following the stream, but it was up, and I had a lot of exposure. I lost like $1,000 plus. I had
that's a lot of exposure.
Nice sell though, Ray.
No.
I had a stop loss hit on this yesterday.
It got up to. Can you show us
a little
the
Fibonacci
top of these
spaghetti?
things, dude?
I'm looking at the top. It's right here, literally right here.
Well, you're looking at it, but I don't know that the number is, and you're moving your mouse around at 5,000 miles an hour. So maybe slow down a little bit there, dude. Jesus Christ! So it hit 330 million. But can you tell me what the real top of the actual candles, not the wicks, are?
All right,
remember we talked about
250.
Okay, that's what we're looking at. So 250 million is where Pippin peaked out. I think people sort of looked at this and said, "Hey, this framework is is not as compelling simply from a use case standpoint because it's used to create characters essentially, whereas like the Pippin character, whereas Y&E actually helps society. In fact, I watched a documentary of Brian Johnson on Netflix and finished it last night. I'd been halfway through. It's pretty good. Most of the stuff I'd already seen, but the second half of it actually is interesting. Where when his son goes off to college, he's like basically, I can't fight the science on you need to have a social life, and he's a very isolated person. He's introverted, operates by himself in his house for the majority of the time, and he just interacts with like one employee, and then there's like other people that help with like medicine and stuff. Anyways, soon after he opened like a running group, and now he has like a ton of people that are in his network, which solved that problem. But it was just interesting. It was fascinating to me that like he's not ignoring that data, which is like having a social infrastructure is actually one of the most important things, which is something that's completely, it's not what you're eating. It's not anything. It's like literally just having a social life is key. And then the other component that I thought was particularly interesting is how much he's dependent on research papers to drive some of his behavior. Like he's doing weird stuff. Like he did gene editing, which is like at the forefront of experimentation. And you can really fuck yourself up with some of those things. These people.
Yeah, what's he doing? CRISPR on himself?
Yeah, probably.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's basically where there's.
It's kind of like not Einstein, the guy that did the light bulb.
Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Nikola Tesla.
He tested X-rays on himself and fucked him and his wife up. I think his wife died and he almost died. But sometimes you get the real scientists. You test it on yourself. It's like in the movies. It's like, what's this thing do? I don't know. You know?
Isaac Newton was like asexual or something. Like, you know, that those guys don't play. They don't play.
Yeah. IQ is inversely correlated to sex life. That's
you and Isaac Newton are the same, Clemente.
Yo, man, it's yo, we were doing all this boomer, this yapping about Brian Johnson, all this gay shit. We got Bitcoin almost at 100K, dog. How about that? Yo, Bitcoin at 6 figures.
Yo, Pengu got spot listed on Binance. Oh no!
Oh no!
Yo, Pengu, you said
Clemente with the gritty on Bitcoin.
Oh my god, that was crazy.
Pull up the chart.
Pull up Pengu real quick because people keep putting it in the comments. So I want to, I mean, not that it's going to have any impact that we talk about or anything, but pull up Pengu so you can take a look at it. I saw it dip as low as 2.7B yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Look at that. Look at that dip.
Let's go market cap. Yeah. I mean, circulating cap under 2
Went down to
million.
1.9. Now it's up to 2.15 after being spot listed. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me your sideline.
I own a bunch.
Yeah.
It's actually one of my biggest holdings on the Memecoin side.
A
of
little air
things.
high five. We're in this together.
Pengu boys. Easy. You got Pengu?
I got a little bit of Pengu.
Yeah, I still have
$500
Pengu.
Pengu.
How much you
Easy.
got?
High five the camera.
I think I'm down to like 35 grand of it.
Okay.
I'm one-siding LPing it right now. So
Okay. Clemente, how much you got?
soft, dude. I got freaking, I got hella Pengu, dog.
No,
you're saying Pengu to 0, anime to 5 billion. Shut up, you idiot.
how much Pengu you got, Clemente?
I don't have that much. I don't know. I don't know.
Kicks, how
Not
much
that
you got?
Kicks just
No,
fell.
no, I think he left. All right, he'll leave. All right.
I'm the Pengu king of this show, I think, unless Kicks has an unreasonable amount. All right.
No, you definitely are the Pengu show. It's been a little bit over an hour though, so we're gonna stop the show.
You
here.
had there's how much you had, PO. You had $100,000 worth. Now you have $50,000 worth.
Zinger.
Not that. Well, hold on.
Yo,
Let's get
good
an
on you.
accurate read. While Ray's doing the outro, I'm just going to blurt out my number after I take a look at it. 1 second.
Thank you all for tuning in today on a wonderful Wednesday. We're going to catch you again tomorrow. We do the show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. You can catch us back on all major podcasting platforms. That includes Spotify and Apple. Watch us back on YouTube as well. Thank you all for joining us today. Have a
83,600
Wednesday.
I have